There's a string of emails showing state and city officials working hard to keep you, the public, from finding out what's going on with the Natatorium. It's one of the stories that our partners at Civil Beat are working on. And joining us live over Skype is political reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Mahalani.
Well, it sounds like these emails are certainly going to raise some eyebrows, right?
Well, you know, it's always fun to read other people's emails when they think that you don't have access to them, but a records request from a local attorney chained a string of emails between state and city officials. As you know, what to do with the Natatorium has been a long-standing problem. Do you tear it down? Do you build it up? This shows Governor Abercrombie's administration very aggressively trying to come up with a way to take over control of the Natatorium. They say he's looking at building a beach volleyball court or maybe a concert arena there. It's fun stuff. You can read them all on Civil Beat's website.
So why do you think these officials allegedly are trying to conceal information?
Well, I think, as you know, there's been so much controversy surrounding the Natatorium. That's one reason. They're worried about a public backlash if this information gets out in the public. The other concern, I think, had to do with the mayoral election. Peter Carlisle, up for re-election in the primary. As you know, he lost. This is one issue he did not want to come out during the campaign, perhaps hurting his re-election chances.
Well, another story is about the tax commission, and it's set to meet this week on recommendations to raise taxes, but it's also recommending against gambling. Why is that?
Well, that's correct. This is the same panel that's considering, that was advised that maybe you should raise the general excise tax and other taxes. And of course, that was met with wide disapproval from lawmakers. When it comes to gambling, the study that they commissioned acknowledged that gambling would bring revenue into the state, that it would appeal to a lot of people, like a lottery. But it also recognized that gambling also brings with it addiction and crime, and that, in fact, it's not consistent with Native Hawaiian values.
Chad, Civil Beat is also learning there's more turnover in the governor's office, so who's leaving now?
The latest is Jim Boersma. He's the communications director. He'll be leaving at the end of the month. That's the second communications director for Governor Abercrombie. He hasn't even been in office for 2 years yet. That brings to nearly 20 people that have left the administration, a bit of a revolving door there.
Wow. And going back to the mayor's race, mayoral candidate Ben Cayetano has been in Los Angeles getting a closer look at that city's bus rapid transit plan. And he hasn't unveiled his proposals yet, but Civil Beat is already getting some details.
Yeah, we sure are. The governor, unlike other candidates for office, comments quite frequently on our Facebook post. You can go on our website and read those posts. Among other things, he says a BRT, a bus rapid transit, would increase more routes to Waikiki and UH Manoa. As you know, those are two areas that would not immediately be served by rail. One other thing, if a BRT is built, he would like to see it on a dedicated lane on Baratania and King Street. That means right outside of your TV studio.
Wow. It's interesting how some of the candidates are getting their message out, but in different avenues. Chad Blair, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for reading Civil Beat.
And you can find the complete stories that we just discussed on civilbeat.com. It is 6:38. We'll be right back.